That explains a lot, because I normally sleep like a brick, but for the last 4 or 5 nights, I've been waking up between 1 and 2 in the morning and feeling like there's somebody talking to me.
No.
Yeah.
She doesn't want you to be mad at her. So
Oh, I'm not.
Throw that out.
I'm not.
That's why she kind of hesitated, because she's like, she doesn't want you mad at her whatsoever.
I'm not at all upset about it, because my career working in a hospital, I'm used to going on very little sleep, and I get by with very little. So it's okay, and I would like to hear from you. If you would like to speak to me, I will listen to you anytime, night or day.
So she must be thrilled with you doing this tonight, because
Oh
now
my
you know
gosh,
she's
yeah.
there.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Is this an easy way for you to communicate with me?
Yes. Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah, it's great. Well, it's easy for me too, and I really like communicating with you. Take the rods apart. And remember, you can try to speak to us. We have ways of recording your voice. You can leave messages for us.
Is she here by herself?
Yeah. Are you alone here in this room? No movement could be a no answer, or maybe we're not certain.
There's another woman, because when you mentioned where you work, there's an old woman who is with you as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah. Viola, are you here too? Viola?
Oh my God!
Yeah.
You brought him with you tonight.
She died about 1.5 years ago, and I was so attached to her.
She loves you.
Really?
And I loved her.
She loves
She was in her 80s, and she suffered. She had a tough last couple of years, and I would go to visit her house till her son got in the way and stopped me from doing that. But Viola, it's always nice to have you near, dear. I miss you terribly.
Cheyenne heard a high-pitched voice. When you laughed, Donna, she heard a high-pitched on top of your laugh, and it said like a little girl whining.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
They just heard that.
Okay.
Great.
Well, it's funny because I thought the first woman you were talking to was a young girl, because there's a young girl here as well. But I think she's associated with here. But then I got which is this other young woman who is quite infatuated with you, and I apologize. And then this older woman who is on your right, who is back here, and she has a message for you.
Wow, I'd sure like to hear it. You have a message, huh? Wow.
And she says it's none of my business.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Well,
Okay.
you can speak the message, and the silver device on the table will record what you have to say, so I can play it back and listen to it. Or you can try to speak to me at night or any other time that you're near. I would love to hear from you.
She says dreams. So
Dreams?
pay attention to your dreams.
I will, especially tonight. Okay? All right. As I think about you all the time, Viola. Yeah. I couldn't see her in her last couple months because her son didn't want me to come visit.
Really?
Yeah, that's a long story, but
Oh.
she was a patient of mine for many, many, many years, and I don't think he liked the fact that she and I were close.
Oh God.
Yeah. She was a sweet, sweet, dear lady. Loved her a lot. So I'm glad that you're near. So we have a couple people here. Are there other spirits here in the room who would like to communicate with us? Anybody else want to come up and move the rods? Wow.
They're seeing a ball of energy.
Where?
Flew past me and into Jeff.
Wow. Did you unload one of your attached spirits on me?
Well, don't
So do
forget.
you feel that now? So I know you're staring at this, but I want you. Do you feel it suddenly? It got heavy.
Yeah, I
So there's
feel
a male
very
there.
heavy.
So there's a male who shows up.
Yeah, Yeah, all of a sudden.
One of the things about spirits is that women and men, their energy is different. Men are much more oof to the ground. They're much more grounded to the earth. So when you feel them, it's almost like going into a cement wall. They're so much more solid, whereas women are floatier. I don't know why, but they just are. They're not always. There was actually a spirit at, where was it, San Remo? Noreen?
What?
Agatha? You remember Agatha?
Oh, God.
Wasn't it
Was
Agatha?
that the one that didn't like me?
Yeah.
Was that her name?
It was started with an A. It was like Agatha, or it was an old-fashioned name. And so we were at the San Remo
Hotel in San Francisco.
streaming, and we were on the top floor.
Great place.
And I said, Noreen, there's a woman here, because Noreen couldn't get past this one spot. And I said, she doesn't like you. And so Noreen, bless her heart, kept trying to get past this woman. And there was one point where she got through, and then good old Aggie just kind of shoved her, and she almost went through a glass bookcase.
That was probably the madam who lived there and died up on the 3rd floor.
She did not like Noreen for some reason.
Yeah, she ran a house over in the Haight district, and when she retired from running a brothel, she moved to the San Remo Hotel and died
Was that
there.
her name?
Well, I think it was. I heard people call her Aggie or Maggie and things
Aggie,
like that.
Aggie,
Oh my
Agatha.
God, that's
Yeah.
what Donna got.
She was a very large woman, and she would
Yeah.
stand there, and I could go through, anybody else could go through, and we were sitting on the chaise that's up
She
there.
pushed me.
And she's
Ooh.
pushing Noreen, and I finally had to knock her off and say, back up. But I grabbed Noreen just in time before she went flying into the bookcase.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was something.
Yeah, that's a good place, the San Remo Hotel in San Francisco.
But she was very almost male energy. She was very but males are much grounded. That's why I said, did you feel that?
Yeah.
This male came forward.
Yeah, in fact, it was just draining me. I had to kind of put these down
Yeah.
because it really felt like it was just draining me for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
There's so many that want because he goes to these locations, they want his attention. They're like, talk to us, you don't talk to us. So they really want you to start, this is awesome, but start using this
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, I need to do more of that because my time lately has been so consumed with sort of book research and historical research for the TV shows, and that plus my day job, it's been a little consuming. I haven't had enough time to do the meditation I like to do and to get settled and have a lot more spirit communication. That's maybe why they're coming at me at night while I'm sleeping, because I'm quiet and I'm not doing anything else, and then they figure that's the time we can come and talk to this guy.
Right.
Now, can other people use those, or is it just meant for you?
Sure, I think these can be passed about. What do you think?
Yeah. No, I have.
Dee, I want you to pick up somebody.
I already did. I was picking up all these folks. I don't use those much anymore. To me,
But they're visual. I like
I
them.
know they're visual.
But, some people put glow-in-the-dark tips on here,
I've seen
so you can use them in subdued light,
Yeah, it's
which
nice.
may be a good idea.
Can you show me how to use them? I've never used
All
rods.
you have to do is get your arms in a comfortable position, and you want to try to start off keeping these things sort of as fairly level. You don't want to have it up too much because then you get a lot of
you
false
want it down
readings.
just a little bit so they're straight and you get an accurate readout.
Just
There
a
you go.
slide down
Perfect.
incline, and then just see what happens. So give it a try. And see if you've got somebody attached who wants to communicate.
Okay.
Get real comfortable, elbows in, and
Can I just lean them on here? Whoops. I don't want to move my hands.
Okay, so bring them down just a little bit.
Bring them down?
Yeah,
Just
let them
like
point
that.
down a
Oh,
little
now do they
bit so
need
they
to
stay a
match
little
up?
bit more quiet.
Okay.
And then kind of parallel in terms of the same angle.
They're together.
They're great.
Okay.
You'll find out if you have somebody attached to you.
Oh, I don't think I have attachment.
You just have all social folks in this house.
Social folks.
I want to know, okay, who is in the, okay, no, never mind. Is there somebody here that you've been trying to speak to me? Do you want to talk to me now? Who is the person that's been trying to talk to me? There's a female voice. I heard a man's voice a couple of weeks ago. Are you here now? Do you want to communicate with me now? Is there a male spirit in the room with us now? Is there an older man in this room with us right now? Is there a little girl in this room with us right now?
I sense somebody talking about being quiet.
You want her to be quiet?
I don't know if who they're aiming that
Do you want
at,
me to stop talking?
but I get this sense that somebody's saying to these spirits here, be quiet, be quiet.
Really?
be quiet."
You're not going to...
Maybe because somebody wants to come through and communicate with you without interference. I don't know, but I've just kind of got that somebody's saying, let's be quiet or quiet down.
All right, is there somebody here that wants to communicate with me tonight through the rods?
Being rock solid.
Nobody? Is there a little girl here that wants to talk to me? We've heard you many times. Do you want to talk to me now?
I might have too much of my energy in these things.
You know, they don't work for everybody. You know, it just depends. Like you talk about, you know, how open you are to having the energy go through. What I get is there's a man who hangs out in that one living room of yours, Noreen.
And over there?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And he's like, he's really angry for some reason.
Is there somebody in that closet next to Donna? Can you tell me if there's somebody in that closet that lives in that closet over there? Come on, tell me. Is there somebody in that closet? Because the cats look at that door all the time. Wow. Nothing.
Stubborn.
Okay, I'm going to talk to you one more time. Is there somebody in this room that would like to speak to me through the rods? Will you communicate with me through the rods? Any one of you? Do you not, am I not supposed to be using Jeff's rods? Are these rods only for Jeff? Nothing. Here.
All right, well, you people are not going to be very communicative. Let's just ask a couple more questions and I'll put them down for a little while. Okay, do we still have spirits here in the room who want to communicate with us? A little indecisive, but that's a yes.
Good, yeah.
Take them apart. Let the rods come apart. Do you want to communicate with Noreen?
Did you hear that knocking?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have something private you want to say to her? That's probably why. They have something private they want to say to you.
Ask if this is my sister.
Are you Noreen's sister? Move them, make a cross if you are Noreen's sister.
Okay, ask it. You need to ask it because I think they're lying.
Okay.
I don't know what a good question would be to get them to know if it's true or if it is. I don't think it is.
Oh,
Ask the spirit what her middle name is. Can you come up with a name and say, is that your middle name?
okay. Is your middle name Josephine? I'll know you if my sister. Is your middle name Josephine?
Uncertain.
Yeah, I don't know. Usually if they go to the tips, it means I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Is your middle name Antoinette?
So this is, yeah.
Okay. Is your middle name Mary? Is your middle name Vincenza?
See, I think this is a person that might be lying because they don't know how to answer
yeah.
it.
Well, one of those was my sister's middle name.
Yeah.
Right, they're lying. It's a man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Raven said, ask if there's an animal spirit here.
Of course there is. You have a lot of animal spirits here.
Ravens is picking that up.
Oh, awesome.
Okay. Well, that's an interesting idea. Can animals conceptualize moving these rods?
Interesting.
Because it's not something they would do in life.
I just had a
But they
cat.
talk in death.
They
Yeah.
talk in
They
death.
do talk in death. I've talked to them in death.
Okay. Now, of course, we don't know if there's a human spirit doing this, but we can ask. If there's an animal spirit here who would like to communicate, you can do that by moving these rods together, make them cross. Yeah. Okay. I still feel that heaviness, like
It's
there's
a
just
man
some
who's
male.
really angry.
Yeah.
You're picking up an angry man.
Uh-huh.
What's his problem?
You're his problem.
Oh. Oh.
So this angry guy is in my house. Why doesn't he just leave?
I don't know. I don't know why he just doesn't leave. But he stays in the living room. That one.
This happens quite a bit. When I play this back, it'll sound like somebody is hitting the mic on the camera, and they're hearing it.
Really?
The viewers are hearing it.
That would be a guy thing to do. Hey,
Tapping with the
Yeah.
machinery.
See, because we can't touch that, but when I play this back, so many times you'll hear like somebody is messing with it because the mic's right on that camera.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cool.
Well, do you guys have any? Boy, it went by fast. It's almost 9 o'clock.
Oh my gosh.
oh,
Wow, it went by
Awesome.
fast.
Time flies.
Yeah.
Having fun.
Did you want to play that back? It's probably.
It may be a little long, but I'll tell you what, I'll play it maybe when I get home tonight and see what we've got, and I'll send you the sound bites. And
Yeah. Do you know how to do that on?
Yeah,
Facebook?
I can send EVP. Yes, I know how to do
Oh,
that.
okay. Well, put them on my Facebook page.
All right. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll send it to you.
Okay, guys. Well, wow, hour and a half went by.
Yeah.
Really
awesome.
fast. Yeah. We had fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed the show tonight. And Jeff, thank you so much for joining us.
Always a pleasure.
It was again, it was a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you very much.
And Jeff, do you want to give them your website?
Sure. It's really easy. It's www.jeffdwyer.com, and the last name is spelled
Excuse
D-W-Y-E-R.
me, did you hear that?
Yes, something out there.
Did you guys all
Yeah.
hear that?
they just
Sound
have
like a little girl's voice.
Yeah.
audible.
Yeah, when I said my name. So it's www.jeffdwyer.com, and I put different things on there every week. Sunday night I post the paranormal question and answer of the week, and usually in the middle of the week I post something called Paranormal Activity, which is a report of spirit activity at one of the locations I write about in my books.
And, oh yes, and he has some bestsellers. And Jeff is the one that has written all those ghost hunting series.
Yeah, the ghost hunting series you'll find on Amazon.com, and a textbook called The Art and Science of Paranormal Investigation, which covers technical and psychic methods of investigation.
Yeah, we need to do a show on that book.
Yeah, we'd like to do that. And tune in and watch for me coming up on the Legends of Alcatraz on Travel Channel.
Nice.
And also, if you're interested in a paranormal conference, there's one at Columbia, California, the last weekend before Halloween. And also there's one at Preston Castle up in the Sierra foothills in the middle of November. So good stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Very
You have an
exciting.
exciting life, Jeff.
Oh, yes.
I envy you. I envy you.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody, we're going to say goodnight. I'm going to play back the show tomorrow and edit. And that voice was not a cat. It sounded like that little girl. Last time Jeff was on the show, we heard a little girl talking as well, and it could be her again. So I will edit and I will post. And everybody, we're going to say goodnight again.
Good
Thank
night.
you,
Good night.
Jeff. Thanks to my co-host, and thanks everybody for joining us. Thank you. Good night.
Bye-bye.